You're listening to The Signal Daily. Hello, I'm Sharbari, your host for The Signal Daily podcast. This is the episode for 4th July 2024. Today we are unable to bring you a full episode due to bandwidth issues, so this episode will be a shorter one with one story where we'll discuss the developments around Joe Biden's candidacy for the upcoming US elections. 2 days back in an episode of The Signal Daily, we had talked about the disastrous presidential debate between incumbent US President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump that had left many Democrat Party members wondering if Biden is the right fit for a Democrat nominee for the upcoming US presidential polls. Now, whether you're an American or not, all eyes are on the US presidential election, which is set to take place in 4 months because of what is at stake at a geopolitical level. But the debate, if you watched it, threw off everybody. Trump was his usual self, but the 81-year-old Biden was evidently shaking. In the subsequent days, President Biden campaigned around trying to convince voters and party members that he really does have the fire in him, that age is just a number. In fact, he even blamed jet lag for his incoherence, but people don't seem to be entirely convinced. We had told you about how replacing the Democrat nominee is going to be a heck of a challenge unless Biden drops out willingly, and clearly he doesn't want to do that. But it seems that he is going to feel the pressure to make that choice. If the lack of confidence in Biden was being expressed behind closed doors previously, now it's starting to spill out in the open. On Tuesday, Democratic Congressperson from Texas, Lloyd Doggett, became the first one to publicly call for President Biden to withdraw his nomination. His reasons were, and I'm quoting him, quote, "Too much is at stake to risk a Trump victory. Too great a risk to assume that what could not be turned around in a year, what was not turned around in the debate, can be turned around now. My decision to make these strong reservations public is not done lightly, nor does it in any way diminish my respect for all that President Biden has achieved." End quote. Doggett wasn't the only one, though. FT reported that Jared Golden, a Democratic congressperson from Maine, wrote in an op-ed in the Bangor Daily News, a local newspaper, that he had no confidence in Biden's ability to win in November. Further, Democratic congressperson from Washington state, Marie Gluesenkamp-Perez, told a local television station, quote, "We all saw what we saw. You can't undo that. And the truth is, I think Biden is going to lose to Trump. I know that's difficult, but I think the damage has been done by that debate." End quote. Even donors are rethinking their plans now. Relying on Biden to keep Trump out might turn out to be a big political gamble. As Axios reported, wealthy donors are now planning to make bigger contributions to House and Senate candidates instead to be able to build a defense around a second Trump term that they view as increasingly likely. The report also said several donors have already sent new six-figure contributions to Democratic campaigns. But this is leaving fundraisers worried. They fear that Biden's record $127 million haul for the re-election campaigns will dry up in July. In the meantime, Trump's bid for presidency only got stronger as the Supreme Court of the United States recently ruled that presidents enjoy, quote-unquote, absolute immunity from criminal prosecution with regards to acts that they committed within their constitutional powers as president. This goes for not just Trump, but all presidents. Now, all this doesn't clear up everything about Trump's pending criminal cases or the charges of attempting to overturn the 2020 presidential election laws and inciting the US Capitol riots in 2021. But this decision works out well for Trump at the moment. It's likely to also stall the verdict on the hush money case, which was initially scheduled for 11th July. Going forward, Democrats now face a very tough decision as the likelihood of a Trump presidency increases. One debate down, but the bigger debate on Biden's nomination still remains. If you like listening to The Signal Daily, please show some support. Rate us and review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We'd love to hear what you have to say about this podcast. So feel free to shoot an email at sharbari@theco.in. This episode was researched, written and produced by me, Sharbari, edited by Venkat Anand, mastered and mixed by Yash Hirve. You can catch this podcast every morning on Spotify, Apple, Amazon Prime Music, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. We are thesignal.co on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter.